AA here is a normal person. That means the person is free of sickle cell anemia. It does not have it. It has nothing to do with sickle cell anemia. AS here is the carrier of the diseases. The carrier here implies that this particular individual has the trait of this sickness in him, but it is not expressed. Alright, back forward to our last video, we discussed about the concept of sickle cell anemia. So today we will dive further into it, where we will discuss genotype. You often hear about this term, genotype. What is genotype? Genotype is a combination of two alleles that are received from an individual's parents. Now, what this means is that the genotype is a combination of the parts that you receive from your father and your mother. Join them together. In Nigeria English, that is what a genotype means. The part that you receive from your father and your mother join together. That is what a genotype means. Common type of genotype that every individual on earth have can be AA, AS, or SS. So AA here is a normal person, and a normal person implies that that particular individual is free from a sickle cell disease. AS here, which is a carrier of the disease, it implies that the person has a trait of this sickness, sickle cell anemia, in him, but it is not expressed. It is not showing. It is not showing. It does not dominate. That is what it actually means. SS here is a sickler. Is the person that actually has the disease, the person that is suffering from it. Let's dive into how a genotype can be acquired. Assuming that Alome and Ocheri are about to get married. Alome here is a male with a genotype of AS, and Ocheri is a female with a genotype of AS. What is the probability of that child coming up with AS? The probability here means that the chance of that child coming up with AS is sickler. I told you that AS here means a sickler. Here, the probability of that child coming up with AS is 25%. However, they can also have AA, which the chance is 25% as well. And the probability of having AS as their own here is 50%. The big question here is that, is it advisable that Alome and Ocheri should go on with their marriage? The answer is no. Capital letter no. Why? You know, they may think that they can just marry and let them have 3 children, so that you have AS, and AS, and maybe they will stop at 3. Then they will not have this one. This is not how this thing works. This is a probability, like I said. Probability is a chance. So it is possible that if Alome and Ocheri get married to each other, it is possible that their first child can come out as SS. Their second child can also come out as SS. This is how this thing works. It is science, it is genetic, and it is nature. Devil is not involved here. This is the matter of science and genetics and nature. This is how it works. So, and it is also possible that they can get married. When they get married, they can have AA. It depends on the child. Now, let's analyze it from this place. The genotype here is the genotype. The genotype of Alome is AS. The genotype of Ocheri is AS. When they get married, they can either donate one of this one. They can either donate one of this. And they cannot choose the one to donate. It depends on the one that actually gets there first. That is how this will work. It is just a matter of chance. If Alome is donating A and Ocheri is donating A, they are going to have AA. This is how it works. And if Alome chooses to donate S and Ocheri is donating A, they are going to have this, definitely. And however, if they donate SS, if Alome is coming with S and Ocheri is coming with S, they are going to have this. So the chance of giving birth to SS is 25%. So the chance might be low, but it is still not advised that Alome and Ocheri should get married. Simply because it is possible that their first child can be SS. The second one can be SS again, because it is dependent on the one that is coming from Alome and the Ocheri. That is how it works. So it is not advisable that Ocheri and Alome should get married if the genotype of these both parties is AS and AS. You understand it?